Well, there's a new book. It's called How to Get Along with Anyone. It discusses the different ways that we handle conflict.
Joining us right now are the authors of the book, Dr. John Eliot and Dr. Jim Guinn, with some insight on how to manage your conflict personality style. Nice to have you both here.
Thank you very much.
All right, John, Jim, just to be clear.
Okay.
Did you come here just because someone told you that you needed to? Like, why not do another show?
Absolutely not. Wink, wink, nod, nod. We did absolutely not.
I just want to know, what made you two the end-all, be-all to ending conflicts?
Well, the fact that we don't get along at all.
Exactly.
So you guys worked together at Texas A&M, right?
Correct.
And then how did you come up with this concept of ending conflicts?
Well, interesting thing is, you know, we're both sports guys, and we do a lot of work with professional teams and team chemistry and getting, you know, teams working well together. And we started to see this overlap because, you know, interestingly enough, athletes are human beings, right? They're the same as you and I, and they have the same little issues. And the person in the locker room next to you, you know, you fight over little things that bother you and so forth. And those little things end up having a ripple effect on the field. And the more we tackled those things, the more we saw batting averages go up and quarterback ratings go up. And we said, you know what? We need to address this in a way that's accessible to everybody.
Absolutely. And doing over 1,000 mediations and divorce and corporate and everything else, seeing conflict on the back end and people not resolving it ahead of time. And so can we get on the front end of handling conflict before it escalates?
To make people better coworkers, better friends, and apply this not just to
Why
sports.
did you say coworkers first?
Because I know the truth. Anyway, Jim, before we get into the different types, because you guys say there are 5 distinct types of personalities that you need to know who they are before you deal with conflict. I read that you've gotten out of 38 traffic tickets using this.
I have, and totally jinxed it right now. I will get pulled over on the way home.
But how do you use that to get out a traffic ticket? What is it that you've learned that you're able to apply in that kind of situation?
Sure, and this is a gray area of using these skills for the book, and I'm not a very good driver. That is the first disclaimer. But it's assessing the personality profile of the officer first and using techniques to build rapport quickly. For certain styles or certain techniques that you can instantly make a connection, and you can also go the complete opposite way by accidentally triggering them and making situations worse.
He's been pulled over 38 times.
What did you do?
Whoa.
What did you do? I want to know. Were you speeding, passing lights?
Just speeding. Just get a little distracted.
All right,
Let's talk about the different types of personalities here. Let's start with, you say, the avoider.
Absolutely. So the avoider, common misconceptions. People don't avoid these profiles don't avoid conflict because they're scared of it or because they're afraid of confrontation. It's because they do essentially an opportunity cost analysis to see, is that worth my time? And they're going to avoid that until they feel like it is worth my time, and then it's game on, let's handle it now.
John, the competitor.
The competitor, really, you know, think of people who are aggressive and big egos. That's not really the competitor. The competitor is someone who's focused on getting the job done, getting it done now, getting it done efficiently, dismiss with all of the BS and whatever, and hey, let's get down to business. And because, you know, they care about that deeply, people assume, right, that they're trying to run over them when really they want to get the job done.
Okay, one trait I definitely am not: the analyzer. Tell us more about the analyzer.
Sure. So if you can't picture somebody in your family that's the analyzer, you are the analyzer. Okay. So the analyzer is someone that they want all of the facts regarding the conflict. They want to know everything. They're very patient. They won't be rushed. And then they make a decision, and it is stubborn, and they are sticking with that decision.
Is it possible that you're a few traits? Because the next one, the collaborator.
Yeah, it's very common to have one style at work and a different style at home because your mission's different.
Oh.
Right?
And then finally, the accommodator.
Absolutely. So the accommodator is someone who would rather avoid confrontation, do it themselves, solve it themselves. I'll let it sit until it reaches a boiling point, and then they'll fight or flight.
And I think what I get out of this is that you say you need to know those so that you can realize how to deal with people, because they fall into one of those categories. And one of the things is you use a quote from the movie Rounders with Matt Damon, where he says, play the man, not the cards, because that's what you need to know, who you're trying to deal with, not the situation, right?
Absolutely.
At the end of the day, conflict, preventing conflict and using conflict as a way to grow your relationships and strengthening them is about listening to each other, understanding each other, right? Having a deeper fundamental sense of what people's strengths and weaknesses are. So you can use their strengths and you can help them with their weaknesses. If you do that, you have less conflict, you're a tighter team, right? You win more.
It's all about the sports analogies, huh?
Life is about sports analogies.
It is, right?
Everything you learn in life, you learn when you're a kid, just trying to handle conflict by playing sports without parents and without officials and all those kind of
That
things.
makes sense.
I believe.
Anyway, that's so great. So congratulations. The book
Yes.
just came out.
Thank you. Yes.
And you can get it anywhere.
Get anywhere. If you want additional resources to help you and your family and your coworkers, theconflictdocs.com, where we provide lots of free stuff and goodies.
All right. Dr. John Eliot and Dr. Jim Guinn, thank you. And slow down on the road.
I will do it. Thank you. Thank you.
I thought I was a bad driver. Mike, I think I met my match.
Yeah, but impressive. I like the way he could probably get you some help, get
He
you out
got
of
out
the
38
situation.
times. How many times did you not
That's
get
what
out?
nobody ever asked me that. You guys asked me that. 3.
He said.
That's okay. That's not a bad number. I'll take it.